Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Check out. 1, 622. Hey, check.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now it's Hines. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check out. 390.
I got it.
Locks 59.
Block on third down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check out. 627. Record. 12.
On first down, Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
11Z. Go.
On second and 11 now. Luck. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check out. 613. Stay with your man. Bang.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. 58. Come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Luck's throw, finding T.Y. Hilton complete. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, it's Hines. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike. Check out. 380. 59. Switch up. Mexico. Watch it. Watch safety.
On second down, it's Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
You got nothing.
3rd and 2, Luck. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Reggie. Call. Watch the screen.
Now it's Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter. Five. Tighten up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Sam off.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so Trevor Daniel on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check out. 11. I'm letting you know right now. You gone right. Check 52.
Now a first down throw. Lock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
3 bud. 12. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Go ahead. 5-5. Drop deep. Showing it.
Throwing on 3rd down. Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey, wahoo! Yo, go!
2nd and 4. He sets to fire deep. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Let's go, Mexico!
They begin the drive with Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Monday.
Check safety.
This is Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go! 90!
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On.
Check 3.
11B.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fielded at the 20. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Houston.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Man open, it's Goodwin. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Look at me, Zipper!
You must get a time.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Switch.
Jay, lock it.
Watch the shift.
Here's Foreman, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Watch out.
12.
55 to Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's third down.
Third down.
Check out. 9 men.
Down to lose 1. Check. Lucky.
Hey, check. Hurry.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
64.
Get wide.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Mike, check, 59.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. He's got it to Hilton. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Colts. First down.
12.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
One.
Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey! Check 59, Mike.
Reggie.
59.
11.
Here's Love. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
John Wright. 11Z.
Mike.
Hey, check.
Off of play action. Luck. To the goal line. line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's coming.
Double West.
We got double up.
Get ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, here's Breida. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Breida. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Close.
Here's Locke. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Let's go.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A carry for Foreman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
6-6, bullet 5. Check 13, check 13.
Right over
Recon, 132 fighter.
right there. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Lee Griffin.
They run with Breida, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run again with Hines. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check out. 540.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Hey, check. Go.
Coming. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3rd and long. It's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at his his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Set, ready? 60 or. Chopper!
He's checking crap.
Look at me. Go! Shoot!
This is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. You don't see me in your nightmares, son. Now.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Justin Houston on the stop. 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Set up. 30 base.
Watch the pass.
5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Fights off the defender.
Watch the whip.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Check out. Line 40.
He's scared. Double tight. We got 4.
11.
55 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And he's got his man Hilton. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
59 Mark.
Reggie.
59. Night, sweetheart.
Now Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, it's Luck. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Line 40. Strong right.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Hines. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
41's a mic. Here we go, D. Hey, just me
Luck now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now it's Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Yeah.
Give me some. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for PPQT.
The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Ka'imi Fairbairn. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Ka'imi Fairbairn. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Texans are going to win the football.